Hey, sorry about that, guys, but hang on. Welcome back to another video. Today I'll be going over the tour series for King Creek with the SD40 and AC4400CW. And let's get started with the SD40. First off, you're going to want to climb into the cab. Next, you're going to want to come over here. The handbrake's right here in case you need it. Believe it might also be on the back of the locomotive, but we'll check in a minute. Come in here, we have cab. To start up the unit, you're going to want to turn this to start stop isolate, then run to the back of the locomotive. You're going to want to open the doors, then hold this little switch in prime for about 4 to 5 seconds. Then after that, hold it in start for a couple seconds, and it will start. And then after that, you might want to give it like 5 to 10 seconds. After you hear that sound, it's starting up, so then you head back. Now that we're in the cab, it switches back to run. Headlight control to single unit or intermediate unit. Your engine's back there should already be set up, so you're good. Up here you got number lights, engine room lights, and platform lights. In here you're going to want to turn on the main breaker. Then you can turn on radio warning devices if you want to. And yeah. Nothing else really to mess around with in here besides those. Then you can come over and sit down in the driver's seat. Next, down here real quick, you have the heater in case it's winter season and whatnot. You have the windows you can open. Sun visors in case it's too sunny. Cab lights up here in case it's like nighttime or it's really dark in the cab. These little knob things on the side are wipers. And yeah. First off, you're gonna want to turn on engine run, control and fuel pump, and generator field. You can then turn headlights on to bright and turn on your ditch lights. That'll let others know you'll start moving in a second. You're going to want to turn the MU2A valve to lead or dead. Cutout valve to freight. You then can release the brakes, but leave the independent brake on just so your train doesn't start rolling. You got gauge lights right here. Here's the radio. To move, you insert the reverser, turn it to forward or reverse. Here you got spotter reverse and forward. Pretty sure that is that. No. Here, in case there's a noise that's going off in the cab, the alerter's right here, or you press Q on keyboard or circle on PlayStation. Got the bell here. Got sand right here. Got lead axle sand. And you got the horn. Then all you gotta do is release the brakes and then apply throttle. To also let your other units move, you gotta turn on banking comm so it can move with you. So the other unit should already be set up for you on startup of scenarios and whatnot. And that is the tour and setup guide of the SD40. Now let's move on to the AC4400. We are on the AC4400CW. First off, like always, you want to enter the cab via these steps. Then you open the door and come on in. To start up the unit, you'll first want to come over here, set the unit to start, hold this in start for a few seconds. After that stops, turn it to run. Then come sit in the engineer's seat and watch this till it says complete. Which I'll be back in a minute for. After that bar is gone, you will then be able to start the locomotive. First, you're going to want to turn on these. Next, down here, you got the heating air conditioner. I like keeping it on high fan, especially in the UP. Coming back here, you got number lights, crosslock, and comp, heaters, heater engineering helpers, heating, air conditioning, etc. Here you can turn on window heaters, refrigerator, and distributed power, which you'll want to turn on every single locomotive. I don't think there's an engine in the rear, so let's go across here and turn on the distributed power unit in here. Turn on distributed power. You can also turn on the number lights if you want. Come back here. Close the door behind you. There's a few other things on here that you don't really need to play around with. Coming over here, this is where the conductor sits, or whatever you want to call them. They got an emergency brake valve just in case, along with a telephone. What's that? I saw something I can interact with. Oh, that's the door. Oops. Third man, or brakeman, maybe. Got a horn there. You can also turn on gauge lights if you want. Here we got headlights for the front. You can turn them to bright aux, bright, and dim. Here we got forward. You can put it to forward or reverse. You also got acknowledge here in case your alerter goes off, along with like an alerter in case if you can't reach over there. Handle off. Here's the brakes for the whole train. You can put them to release, but have the locomotive brake on, just so your train doesn't roll away. Got lead stand, and you can turn it on and off. Got sand, the bell, and the horn. Coming over here again, to release the brakes, put this to F3, click F3, then F4, then F6, and your brakes will start releasing. You can also look at measured mile. You got like a little thing here, so if there's these are F keys up here, down here are just numbers. Distance start, distance setup, etc. Up here you got banking comm. You can turn that on just to supply power to the other locomotive. And I think that is it for this little tour series. If I missed anything, please let me know. But yeah, after you're good to go, do the reverse to forward or reverse and start powering up. Anyways, that is gonna conclude this little tutorial series. I know King Creeks and Boston Sprinters and Race of the Dresdens haven't come out yet. Well, King Creek's gonna come out in a little bit as I'm recording this now. So yeah, that's it for King Creek's little tutorial on how to start up locomotives and whatnot. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like along with subscribing. If you do, you'll become part of the awesome squad and first 1,000 subscribers club. Like I said, I'm so close to 200 subscribers. Please get me there. I just need 2 more, so invite some of your friends over. But yeah. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.